How's it going, Gemini community? So let's go ahead and dive right in. Whew, that's interesting. Very interesting. Gemini, I like the vibe. You have my full attention this frequency. I am intrigued as a fellow air sign. I'm even more intrigued by the first deck that I was asked to use because I just don't feel like we're gonna be spilling the tea on others in a sense. So I'm very curious on how I'm going to be asked to translate this one. So let's spill the tea here on what's going on. What is it for this Gemini frequency? What is it that needs to come out for the introduction? All right. So I have creativity in reverse. I have wasting time in upright, and I have want you back. We're confused on something. So let's go. Want you back, wasting time, creativity. I feel like there's a lot of reflecting into the past. But this past that we keep reflecting onto is like we go to the same window, to the same view, but we haven't been bored of this view yet. Say that there's other windows in this house, other sceneries. We just keep looking back to that one sense. Always partying. There's definitely a time that we are confused about with this always partying. When it comes to, it could have been others who were partying. It could have been to ourselves feeling like we were always partying. It could be confused on the very things that we think we're supposed to celebrate. Whoa, talking shit. Confused. Confused on what was what. So we have a dirty offer. This tells me there was a time here where there was something that really felt like there was a monster in the closet. A monster in the closet when it came to somebody that we were supposed to be close with. A situation, a relationship. Something that I feel like we think that we know. Let me get another one. Happiness hater. I feel like you think you know, but you don't know. What we don't understand is in this day and age, we run to Google for everything. Sometimes even Google doesn't even have the right answers. But we feel so empowered by thinking we do have something that we can hold in our very hands or have in our grasp that feels like the right answer. And I feel like this has to do around a time where you felt like there was somebody who was targeting you. Maybe somebody who kind of had it out for you in a sense. Maybe somebody who couldn't bring happiness in a situation, person, place, or thing. Ancestors, angels, what needs to come out? Four of Swords here. Four of Swords, usually stuck energy, could be illness, could be sickness. I have it in the reverse. I have blurred vision here. Blurred vision onto whoever this was in the past. And the blurred vision comes at from the emotional side of this Gemini. Oh, Geminis, they don't think you're sensitive. You are sensitive. You are very sensitive. It's because you care so much. What else needs to come out? Justice. For this relationship that we wanted close to us, was hoping would embrace us differently. And the dirty offer. What I get is this is a higher self kind of justice that got to be brought in. Maybe you are looking at it from a higher view, but it's only from the one side. It's only from seeing always just the monster. This happiness hater really affects you. It's something that wasn't celebrated. It could have been in a toxic environment. I have this 3 of Cups in reverse. This person could have either been overly emotional or really emotionally withdrawn. The situation, person, place, or thing. Let's get a little bit more. So what I get is we have the new versus the old. Where you're at now versus where you came from for the Gemini in this story. And then I have the 10 of Swords in upright. And this is the halls of illusion. This is Geminis, I appreciate you. So please take the next comment with a grain of salt. But like I told the Taurus community, sometimes tough love needs to be given. And this is the place for it. It's being in this halls of illusions, the old versus the new, where you came from versus where you're at now, the calm versus the storm. That actually, and I love y'all's, but it got part of you being the happiness hater. What? How did I get to that conclusion with the new versus the old? Because Gemini, you are twins. There's 2 of you. There is 2 different views. It's why you talk to yourself a lot. I talk to myself a lot too. I like myself though. I have good conversations with myself. I get along with myself pretty well. But anyways, what I get is right here. This is one part of Gemini. Right here is another part of Gemini. I have a Gemini who can be at where they're at in moments at times, but just like the sunset or the sunrise, it doesn't last forever. And these times of the day don't last as long as the day or the night. So they can be here at times, but when this time of the day is gone, it's a different side to them. We have a view, an I believe view. What does this I believe view have to do with? I believe that better things can happen. But you're not seeing better things can happen. You can demolition out the old to build this new. It's the 6 of Cups in reverse. It's having to reconstruct this past time, this past self, the past view into past self, past experience. This is what I'm getting a lot of. This can be directly with the community. Let's see what the positive messages are for the Gemini frequency. What is it? Divine and universal energy. What are the positive messages for the Gemini frequency? Oh. And the universe says to Gemini, I love you. What do you mean? I'll tell you, let me show you. You are good enough. In order to get past this, we have to be open to a powerful change. Expect a powerful change to come about. And that powerful change is going to come into the way that we look at the past, the way that we look at the stuck energies of others, or it could be illness of others when it comes to unblurring the emotional vision that we have in the past. Now, the energy is gaining momentum. I feel like this comes out in reverse because we have a very stuck view. A very one way of going right now, and maybe we have to do something just a wee bit different. The wee bit different could be being open to releasing the negativity. Scorpio energy, transformation through relationships. Oh, bother. You got one of these lessons. So this happened so that you could become the person that you are today. What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. If it was something that I don't agree with, it's something bad, that's something that makes me feel like crap about myself. What do you mean? Well, that's you only holding on to the negativity of it. What is the positivity? Because there are moments, and this is what I'm seeing right now. Let me show you. You have bliss. There is happiness here. But how can you see those blessings for more, longer part, or even all of the day? So, don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as who? Divine and universal energy. And most importantly, thank you for hanging out. And I hope you have a most wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.